Hi, my name's Laura Batante. This is My 2 Bits, and today I have this fun little craft for Easter for you, a little chick in an egg, and super easy to do. So let's jump right in and discuss materials. Alright, so for materials, I have black cardstock, but if you're going to draw the eyes on, you won't need that. White cardstock, orange and yellow cardstock, and then this is the template, which is available right there in the video notes. I also have some cardboard, which is how I'm going to add the dimension. Sometimes I use pop dots. Today I'm going to show you cardboard because it's cheap and easy. I have my scissors. This is my little hole punch that I use for his eyes. Now, of course, you could also go ahead and use googly eyes if that's what you wanted to do. I have my paper clips to hold my template in place while I cut. And then, and I'll cover my glue stick. And then if you want to draw the eyes on, a black pen or felt. Pencil to mark the position of the eyes, and then I have my ruler and my X-Acto knife because I've got a little base on the back there that I just need to cut a strip with. You will want a ruler, but you don't necessarily need your X-Acto knife for this. And if you don't want him to stand, if you want to put him in a picture or something, then of course you won't need that at all. So there you go, that's everything we need, so we can just jump right in. All right, so just before we get cutting out of all of our pieces, I just want to take a GIF and ask you to please give the video a like and subscribe to my channel. That would really help me out a lot. And I am going to suggest for the first step to go ahead and cut your template pieces out, and I always recommend this, close around the actual, pause for effect. Cut out around the template first. That just makes it so much easier to work with, and that way you can make sure that you are using up your material as close as possible. I always like to try to save my extra for other projects, so I want to get it nice and tight. So, and also then of course it does make it easier if you cut out now your other shape, to go ahead and pop your paper clips on. All right, so we're going to cut out all of the pieces and meet back. Okie doke, we have all of our pieces cut out. So I'm just going to show you the little strip here. This is 1 inch by 3.5, and you don't have to be super precise about this. I mean, you don't want it too willy wonky, but it goes in the back, and it's just to help him stand. So again, if you don't care whether your little guy stands, then don't worry about it. And then we'll just pop some glue right there, and we can do that part right now and put that aside and let that just dry for a little itty bit. I'm still trying to come up with the easiest base, since I do love to have my little guys standing all the time. I'm not sure why, but I do love it. All right, so now we are going to take our pencil, and I'm going to recommend, instead of like trying to jab it through into the cardstock like this, poke it up off of the cardstock first, and then pop it back on, and go for it like that. And that should work. Good enough. There we go. And now we will get our shell bits on. Now, if you know me, you know I don't particularly like stuff too even Steven. So I'm going to make his little egg hat there kind of crooked. And I am going to try to line up my bottoms a bit, just so that I have some stability. So the first thing we're going to do is cut a little chunk of cardboard here, and if you put it on and then place your piece back on, you can make sure that it fits well. There is no specific design. I'm just going to cut a little chunk. So glue on both sides, and there we go. And we'll just pop it on. Now, of course, like I did mention before, you do not have to make this dimensional. If you're working with some younger crafters and you think it would be easier for them, then just go ahead and glue the pieces right onto the little guy. That will work perfectly fine. This would make a super cute Easter card with or without the dimension. All right, so that part's ready. Now, I'm going to go ahead and use my little black chunks of cardstock, sorry, because I enjoy the struggle. But if you want to go ahead and draw on your little eyes right now with your pen, you go ahead and do that. And I'm probably going to pause video here because they usually go flying around. Okay, and now we're going to do the beak. And I'm not going to put that on straight either. Crooked is more fun. So there we go. So it's looking pretty good. You could stop now if you wanted, if you have, again, younger crafters who the feet might be a little challenging for. Otherwise, if you cut out the feet, you could just attach those right on like that. Easy peasy. But I'm just going to pop mine out a little bit. So of course on something like this you want to go ahead and put the feet where you like them. I might put these ones out a little bit farther apart this time, just for fun. So what I'm going to suggest that you do is we're going to flip the legs over. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but if you have a front that you've decided is the better side, then put that side down. And now we're going to attach the legs. So they're going to go up. Like that. And then when they get attached, it'll be like so. So your little feet should look like that. And we're just going to let that dry for a little bit, and then we will bend that a bit more and stick those on. All right, let's pop the legs on. Again, like I said, put them any old place you like. And we won't worry about them getting folded down right now because, of course, it's still wet. So we're just going to leave them to dry a little. All right, so now for the stand, I just lined it up with the bottom. If you want him to lean back just a hair more, you could bump it up just a little. All right, so all done, and I think it turned out really great. So that's always good. Also, do remember that if you were looking for a greeting card idea, this little guy would be adorable. Just take the stand off, attach him to some cardstock. Really fun. And actually, you could even have the kids paint little Easter motif on the egg. That would be fun. So I hope you enjoyed this craft today. If you did, then please give the video a like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks very much for joining me today.